story yet again now that the stream's on because I want to make
No.
sure. Damn it.
Oh, we want to get this recorded. Come on. I wasn't here for the
I
didn't
entertainment.
hear that story. I don't know.
Savmorn is leaving our campaign, or Dusk is leaving our campaign. So his character Savmorn falls deeply in goat love with our goat herder Pinchwit, whatever the fuck her name is, and they go off together after we kill all this stuff, and they live happily ever after, taking care of all the goats.
So it's like a D&D version of that movie, The Mechanic. He just hides for a while.
Sure.
He stealths too.
night.
What really happens? He stealths just way too hard. It's just gone.
Night, what's
If
going on
only.
there?
He apparently wants to have a lot of colors and statuses on his person.
He's getting ready for all these crits.
I'm ready.
Okay.
The
Oh, wait,
body
you can
is
scroll
willing.
down. There's more. I'm not.
Everybody roll con saves. It's time to check for coronavirus.
All right, so at last we left off. We'd begun an adventure heading to Fandalin, taking good old Pinchwit and her giant goat herd to market.
-1.
One of which who was sold, the largest of which who was sold, to the proud owner, Ash. One Dave the Goat.
Fuck you.
So then, we made our way through the wilderness, going up and down hills, around trees, across streams, all that good shit. Then some wyverns flew overhead, tried to panic everything that was going on with the herd, but, people successfully were like, nah, bitch, stay in the pack. And the herd goats were like, okay, we'll do that. And then the wyverns flew away. Then we made it to our second little night in this adventure, where we camped up to herd all the goats, having a good old sleep, hanging out. Goats were a little restless. Lo and behold, some ogres came out of the wilderness, out of the darkness that was quickly illuminated by some daylight that was lit up by Castor. Which brings us to our current moment in time, where the ogres.
You mean the part where Ash casts Call Lightning?
No, that's not what I'm doing first.
Sure.
So the last point at which we had left off was me voicing one of the ogres hopping out of the wilderness, wanting some delicious mutton.
Oh, no, you don't get out of it that easy.
I do, because I'm the storyteller right now. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
And now
you're
you
telling a story, get into character.
Ooh,
Now-
Junie, flex that DM muscle.
Now
though.
you can tell your side of the story. So we have combat rolls and initiatives have been rolled. If individuals at this time would like to begin combat, you can. And that is where we can go.
Well, are we going to fight these guys, or do you guys want to try to talk them out?
I'm pretty sure there's no talking them out of this. I'm guessing they look rather hungry there, Junie.
Well, I mean, technically ogres are always hungry, right?
I was gonna say, what exactly are they saying, if anything, in a language that we might understand as they're charging towards us?
In a language you might understand, they're saying stuff like
Mutton! Food!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much talking out of them. If you want to, go right ahead, but my plan is, Azzy, you go right, I go left.
Alright, I guess we're doing this then.
All right.
9 versus 6. Party on.
Ash, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Wall of Thorns.
All right.
I don't think I was supposed to click that yet, but we'll go ahead and. Oh, it disappeared. Ha ha ha. All right, so. I'm gonna cast.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Okay, it did cast. It just took it a second.
Jeez.
I want to cast a 60-foot wall. I guess from like centering around here, going up and down.
Okay.
Actually, right here.
So
I want to
like,
hit both. Of these.
So like where that ogre guy is basically. And then where do you want it to end?
As far as 60 feet down as I can get, or
All right. So
hold on, let me try. I don't try.
I think that gets all the way down almost. Yeah.
And you want to go in that
Well,
line, or do you want to go different?
Can we go the other
angles?
way? Can we start at the bottom one and then 60 foot up?
Bottom, which one? Bottom one.
The
The one that's
this-
by the lake. That guy, and go 60 foot up. You want to go vertical, or do you want to go
Ye-
diagonal?
yeah.
or- Okay. All right. So basically, we're going like that.
Yeah. I want to hit both of those guys.
There. That's 60.
Okay. And I think it, yeah, it casted it. So it's a Dex 13 roll.
All right. 1 second. All right. So both of them sucked it and ate it. So it's what, 41 and then 28 additional?
I think it's just the 41. I think the slashing damage comes in. Hold on, let me.
If they move? Is it?
Is the slashing damage if they attempt to leave it or something?
It's when they go through it. It's a creature can move through the wall, slowly and painfully. For every 1 foot a creature moves through the wall, it must spend 4 feet of movement. Furthermore, blah 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 blah. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 78 slashing damage on a failed.
Gotcha. So basically, they both took 41 damage for getting caught in it.
Yes, and
Okay.
then when they go to move out of it, they have to take another 70.
Okay.
They take the 28, I guess.
Power of crowd control.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Sorry.
They are both thoroughly entangled and not having a good time. There are words being uttered that I cannot repeat for the poor saintly ears of the members of this particular voice channel right now.
Do you mean our innocent cleric?
Yeah.
Precisely.
Our poor innocent cleric. Barely out of the abbey.
Before I flip the turn to Ash, do you want to move at all, or are you good?
Nope, I'm good here. I'm gonna protect the goats.
Okay. Gunhild.
Oh, well, can I? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I go ahead and use my bonus action to cast? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Flame. Just to have it.
Is that a cantrip or is that a
It's a bonus action.
right? But I'm saying is if it's still a spell that you can cast as a bonus action, I don't believe you're able to do 2 spells in a single turn.
Correct.
Okay. Actually, I can't have 2 concentration spells up either, can I?
As
No,
true as well, because
Okay.
you would lose the first.
unfortunately
Yep,
not.
so, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, okay. Gunhild.
Gunhild. I'm gonna hunter's mark this guy right here in the front,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to shoot him with my bow because I can. And I don't have the cute fancy macro that we had, so I got to do math. I roll an 11. No, 16. It's minus.
All right, -5, and that is a hit.
And we'll do the exact same thing again. So 18 on the first one.
That already takes off 5, by the way.
Plus, yeah, sharpshooter's 5 plus. Hold on, I got to roll a 1d6 for the hunter's mark.
No, the thing you rolled already took off 5 from the total it rolled.
Oh, it did. Oh, that's right. You're right. It did take off the 5 because John, you told me how to change it in the system, so that's why it's doing.
Mm-hmm. Shocker, it's still a hit.
Yeah. Plus another 3, so 21 points total.
Noted.
And 15.
Is it?
Because I guess I can't sharpshoot twice in a round.
Is a hit.
For another 9. And I'm gonna stay where I'm at because I'm 30 feet in the air.
Okay. And all you can really hear that particular ogre saying is, "Me not like stingy stick." And that is the end of your turn. Azzy, you're up. Ooh. Okay, all right. It's going in there. Unfortunately, that misses. That one doesn't, though.
Okay.
So it's what? 8 points of damage.
Yeah, 8 points. And I will Shield Master shove him and try to shove him back 5 feet.
Okay.
Or whatever that is. Let me see. So it actually doesn't say how far I shove them back.
Mm-hmm. But generally speaking, it would be, I would imagine, like 5 feet or a distance
Checking.
based upon their size.
Let's say they're large.
And if this
so-
guy's bigger than you, at most, I would think you'd get him to topple over like 5 feet away.
It's 5 feet. You can either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to push him 5 feet away and whatever. Yeah, that.
Do your,
Oh wait, no.
Do your strength, or I think it's strength check for
Mhm.
you. Yeah.
Contested strength athletics checks.
Wait, athletics?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess they're both the same, so
Well,
it's plus
yeah,
5
it's-
on either.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, same dice roll.
Well.
You tickled his tummy.
His fat just absorbs everything and
He gave-
reverberates.
He
Well-
gave you a jiggle. It was like, hee hee.
Oh, they felt your tummy cover.
It does say that the ogre is allowed to resist with a dex check, so I'm
with
just getting a
dex?
mental image of the ogre doing like a ballerina twirl to get away. So.
Well, yeah, but I would have had to have rolled dex for him to do that, and I didn't.
Oh darn. Sumo fight.
Right. All right. Well, it is now this buddy over here's turn. And he's excitedly gonna do a little ballerina sidestep dance up here to come closer to see where the delicious goats are. And then he'll stop here. And then it's this particular ogre gentleman's turn. And he wants to come and join the party too. But his problem is he doesn't really like the water. So he's going to try to go around it. And then he gets to about here, and he looks around for. He says, "Oh, the goatsies are in the back." And then that's the end of his turn. Now, this particular ogre is not having a good day. Well, I guess technically night right now because it's nighttime. He's gonna try to panikedly, that's a word, right? Break free
Sure, you're the
to
DM.
to run away. But in his attempts to flee, he has to take all that damage. And it's blue. I don't know why it's blue, but I like it.
Do ogres bleed blue?
It's because there's a
Apparently.
1 and an 8 both, so it evens out to blue instead of red or green.
Well, I can tell you that as he attempts to turn and pull himself free, he turns and pulls some of himself free and leaves the rest of him behind in the wall.
Oof.
Ouch.
And he expires on the ground in a ugly mess of cuts and blood.
Ew.
Ogre steaks for dinner. Woohoo!
Ugh.
Mm.
Nope.
Ruined.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
and you do that again.
Gruesome. All right, so it is now Talia's turn.
Talia is first going to cast Hex on this particular individual.
Okay, all right.
We will be hexing un memento. How about wisdom?
Sure.
So it now has disadvantage on those wisdom checks. And then I'm also going to smack it with vicious mockery.
You're going to mock it. Oof.
Boy! Fat boy! So, yes.
He's going to sit there and think about
Take
it for a
3
second.
whole psychic damage.
He's going to
It's
shed a
2d4,
little,
guys. So.
shed a little tear that you called him a mean name.
Oh, did I hurt your feelings, Fatty?
Oh,
And that's,
Junie.
that's the end of your
No
turn.
move
Would you like to
action.
move?
Next person.
Yep.
Next person.
Yes, Cobalt.
Something I noticed is that I think you have to change the individual bars that we have above our tokens in here because I don't think they update with Beyond.
No, they do not. I have not been worrying about updating the in-game bars for your guys' life. I'm just following what Beyond
Okay.
is showing me.
Sounds good. Just wanted to check on that to make sure.
Nope, it's totally fine. That's there for you guys if you want to use it as a means to see things or not. It's not there for anything beyond that. So
Okay.
so let me know, Talia, if you would like to move anywhere.
No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
You're good. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Alright.
we can't edit it.
End of your turn. All right, so this guy Anthony on the other side of the water, he's not so afraid of water, so he's gonna try to tromp through the water a little bit to come on up. And let's see. does
Not
he have
afraid
enough
of the
range?
water, is he? I can fix that.
Ash's lightning senses are tingling.
That's going to change shortly.
And he is going to attempt to sling a javelin at Gunhild, who is flying in the air.
Bring it, fat boy.
And then we're gonna do a disadvantage on the roll. So 1 second here.
Okay, if the cleric is measuring distance to an enemy, I'm worried.
And you have what, AC
Oh,
16?
dead.
All right.
17.
So he hit you.
He rolled better than a 17.
He got a 17
Oh, look at that.
because you rolled an 18 and a 17.
Well, your dice can go to hell.
And you take 9 damage.
Okay.
which was kind of a shitty roll because it was 2d6 plus 4, and one of the dice only rolled a 1. So then
I'll take that.
All right, so he did his thing. He's now a water cannon, let's call it. Next ogre is this particular fine gentleman who has got his tummy rubbed, and he's gonna try to squish Azzy a little bit with his club because he likes to squish.
His club.
I will rub the Gipskis him and call
His-
him George.
His great club. Oh boy, it's not a crit.
Oh no.
It's not a crit, but it hits.
I was gonna say it's pretty damn close, isn't it?
No, well, no, it was an 18. All right, so there's that. Okay, then his damage is. All right, so you take 13 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, from his great club.
Can I take 10?
If you would like to, yeah, that's part of how your perks work, right?
Think so.
You have, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
you have a
bludgeoning's
single
part of it.
Yeah, you have a single damage source that you've taken damage from this combat.
Well, no, it's you can use your armor to deflect strikes that would kill others. Blah blah blah. You increase blah 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 blah. While wearing heavy armor. Blah 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 blah. So is that
It's
10?
reduced,
Minus-
it's reduced by 3. So yeah,
Surprise,
it'll
the
be
ogres
10
have magic
damage.
weapons.
10 damage. No, it does not have a magical great club. What kind of ogre do you think this is?
A
This is
fat
a-
one?
Okay, I would like to use my reaction, if that's okay.
Go for it. So that is a return volley hit.
For 17 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you parrying or are you gonna do riposte?
I'm assuming that you meant to do a reactive off of like a riposte or something. But it rolled parry.
When another creature damages you with a melee attack. Oh, you know what? I'm being dumb. He actually hit me, so. I guess I will just use that roll to
Parry.
take 3 damage.
Okay. All right, so we're going to reduce some damage even further. Right. Okay. All right.
Yay, tank!
Still got that HPs, boy. All right, so that particular ogre is kind of happy with himself because he got a little clubbing in. Now it's going to be this ogre back here. And he's kind of supervising still. He's like, oh, this looks like fun. I want fun. So he comes and jumps down over here. You know, noting the jump because he's able to get around the wall a little bit.
It's
And that's the end of his turn. And then it's this ogre's turn down here. He is also not afraid of the water. So he's going to jump and splash, and make his way. Nokris, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm thinking. So it's a wall of thorns. What happens if, say, like fire gets on them? Because I'm reading the spell and they don't burn, so I'm guessing they don't.
Correct. If
Okay.
anything, the way that I would rule against that is it might do initial incendiary damage on anything that would be stuck inside of it. But then at that point, it probably would effectively nullify the brambles.
Okay.
Are you trying to shoot the one that's in the brambles? Because he's probably gonna die on his turn.
No, I was thinking about something because I was just thinking of where to go, but I think I'm gonna go left as my initial plan. So Nokris kind of looks to the left and right to see what his options are, and I raise my great sword and point it towards this cluster of them over here for 3, and I'm going to use my bonus action to use 2 of my sorcery points.
I'm assuming the 3 men are this cluster.
Yes, off to the left.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I just didn't see a ping, so I was like, I
No,
think that's
sorry.
what he meant, but
Yeah, no. Sorry. I was on the wrong thing. So yeah, I'm going to aim it right at this square. And I'm going to burn 2 sorcery points so I can cast a spell as a bonus action. And I'm going to cast a fireball in that direction.
pew, pew, pew.
Yay! I love Fireball.
So give me a reflex save for those 3 at a DC 14.
All right, so none of them passed.
All right, so they take 23 points of fire damage.
Mhm.
Since they're all within range, thankfully. And then I am going to have Nokris. I am going to move up here to this one and try to attack it with my action.
Okay.
I don't think a 10 hits, though.
It does not hit.
Okay. And that is my turn.
All right, fair enough. It's a very heated moment. Caster, you are up.
I cast spiritual weapon above the ogre in front of it. Would a 12 hit?
A 12 hits.
That'd be 8 force damage on it. And
Okay. Is there any particular kind of shape of the weapon that you opted for?
longsword again.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the same one. So DC 16 Dex at you, and if not, it takes 7 damage.
All right. So that's there. And then you said you did for his 7
Yeah.
points of damage.
Yeah, on a Dex save, if they fail that as well for Sacred Flame.
Yeah, he rolled better, but he didn't pass. So he takes 7.
That's that. Then I'll just move toward there and end my turn.
Okie doke. All right, so this ogre right here sees that his prey has come to him instead of having to chase it, but he still wants a delicious snack, so he's gonna attempt to great club smash Nokris.
Oh boy.
Which he does hit you
Mm-hmm.
for 13.
Someone expected to get clubbed in the face.
I figured out what a blue color is. It's when
Oh, yeah?
it's when one of the dice is a perfect crit or whatever, and the other dice is a fail. Basically, it's like,
jeez.
so when one of them is the highest possible and when one of them is the lowest possible. But because you're right there, he's gonna stick around because he wants to smash. And last but not least, our similarly frantic and panicked ogre caught in the wall is going to attempt to see if he can break free. And we'll see if he has the ability to do this time. It's just what, a dex save?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, he did. He rolled a 4 and a 1.
I like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, he just dead.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did.
I like to think that this one was actually dead on the original cast,
He just
but
didn't.
didn't realize it, and his body kind of catches up with him, and he's like, "Oh!"
Right. Like his body was currently being supported / held inside and in one piece by the wall until he tried to move away from it, and then it all came apart.
Oh no! That's so gross.
Such a violent druid we have.
I'm not violent. The plants are violent.
Nature's a bitch, folks.
Best druid
Yeah.
excuse I've ever heard.
Mother Nature's
It's
a
not
bitch.
me that's violent, it's the plants are violent. Secretly cast Druidcraft.
All right. It is now Ash's turn.
I want to cast Druidcraft just to make the bloody plants dance.
Okay. All right. They wave around longingly in the not breeze, night sky air that's illuminated by a little
That
bit of
should
daylight.
that should count as intimidation or something. Like that's just
Right.
what?
So
We
this,
need a bard that does dance the sugar plum fairies, please.
this particular ogre currently has disadvantage because he doesn't understand why it is that there's vines that dance.
with
It's
body
kind of scared
parts
him a
all
little
over
bit.
him.
He's a little scared. He thinks that they might be coming for him next.
Does that count as my bonus action or my actual
Sure.
action?
No,
Okay.
it's bonus.
As I'm doing that, can I like yell to these ogres that 2 of your men are dead. If you leave now, we'll leave. And I just want to see their reaction.
No. Hungry.
No.
All
They
right.
are stupid.
All right. Hold on. I gotta find this spell I'm gonna get. All right. Let's see who's within 5 feet of this guy. Nobody. Ooh, you about to get fucked up. All right, this guy right here, this ogre
Okay.
that's kind of creeping up on us.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Ice Knight at 2nd level. That's a lot of
Alright.
numbers. I don't know what they mean.
So
Do
the
math.
the 26 is a hit,
Yep.
and then we'll do the dex save to beat 13, which is a fail. So he takes 6 points of initial pierce damage, and then he is hit by 7 additional points of explosive ice damage. And because the other ogre is nearby, he also has to do a DC 13 save to see if he also takes 7 points of damage. Which he does.
Like, okay, I tried to warn you, and then that's my turn. Not me that's violent. It's the ice that's violent.
You mean the ice you summoned or different ice?
Different ice.
All right, so they're a little cold. Like frostbite on their fingertips. Except they're not wearing any clothes. So, yeah. We'll leave it at that. Gunhild. You're up.
I'm gonna sharpshoot this guy again.
Okay, the pincushion guy. Yep.
Yeah, because he likes getting pincushion.
And he sees you kind of taking aim, and he's going, "No, the stingy!" And you hit him.
For 16, because now sharpshoot's not showing up, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably like a toggle that you have to retoggle each time. Because you know what I
Probably.
think it is. When you go into the options for the roll, it says you have to retoggle it each time.
Oh,
So
okay.
he takes 16 points of damage, and you basically put an arrow in his chin, and he falls over like a tree. You just cut down. Except he doesn't make a nice like tree falling in the forest noise. He makes like a big squishy bucket spilling noise when he hits the ground.
Ooh, sloshy.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
You don't know the last time he may have bathed.
How's that for jiggly?
There's always room for Jello.
Oh God, that's rancid
Get
Jell-O.
out. Get out. Get out.
Oh, so I'm going to, as my bonus action, glare and yell at this fat boy here. It's your turn as I move Hunter's Mark over to him and shoot him instead.
Fat boy slim in the water. Okay. That is a miss. Is that with the minus from the sharpshooter? Are you doing sharpshooter?
No, since I failed to declare it, it's not with it.
Then that's a hit.
Plus 14 total.
Okay.
I will continue to hover in the air.
He doesn't like
I'm done.
stingy either. Okay, so Azzy, it's your turn.
I have a question. If I try to intimidate, does that count as a bonus action, an action? Like, how does that work?
I, for the sake of this particular thing, I would imagine that intimidation of that nature would be required to be an action. However, if you make it interesting enough, I may allow it to be a bonus to see how it plays out.
I need a shanty. Give me a minute.
See, now this is how you make a bonus action out of an action. Just going to take a little sip of water here.
I'm sorry, this is taking so long. I promise you it'll be worth it.
Oh, you're hyping this up. I hope the payoff's good.
I'm gonna put this in D&D chat. I have to figure out how it's. All right, it's uploaded. Enjoy that.
Okay.
I start screaming blood-curdlingly that song. It's all for me, Grog.
Okay. Who are you trying to intimidate?
I mean, pretty much all of them at this point. I'm just screaming it at the top of my lungs.
All right, roll me. Let me see. Jeez, what do I even want you to roll for that?
Would that be charisma?
Give me intimidation. Yeah, give me intimidation.
Just one or one for each of them?
Just give me one.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oh, weird. They love that song.
We're Grog.
Okay, well, they probably like Grog better than you do, so.
You know what? I think I'm done.
No. I mean, I will let you know they have a -2 charisma for their rolls. So, let's see what we get. We're gonna go around the horn, starting over here.
But I literally rolled a nat 1. You don't understand. Like,
So the first one is not intimidated. Second one is not intimidated. Third one is in fact intimidated.
So he starts singing along.
He may be enamored by this song. He wants in on your Grog. Next one in the list. Oh, come on, dice roll. He rolled a -1. So he kind of wants this grog that you're talking about. Next one rolls a 1. He wants some grog. And last but not least, oh, he rolled an 8. Okay. All right. Well, you almost had 4. Almost had 4 that were in for your grog down.
So does this count as an action, a bonus action? What did that count as?
That level of performance, I think, is noteworthy for a full action. Only really because you didn't actually sing it in voice, and I was kind of hoping you would, but it's okay. It's okay. It's too late now. But you got 3 ogres that are digging your grog, and they want in.
Can I still move?
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Alright, I guess it's my turn. Ooh, wait, no, I lied. Where is it? Action surge. And I'll go ahead and try to attack this asshole.
Alrighty. Roll with advantage.
Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
Great.
So he takes 3 damage.
Does a 12 hit?
The 12 hits.
So that's another 8 damage.
Alright. So now that one's maybe thinking he wanted to get in on the grog, but he's a little late, so. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Alright, well, this particular grog fool over here is now very much interested in what you got going on, so he's gonna come jump and splash because he wants some of that grog.
You're making friends and winning personalities.
And that's the extent of what he's gonna do because he doesn't want to spear you with a javelin. He wants to tip you up and over so he can get all the grog out of you. And now this guy over here, we're gonna call him Bobby B for Bobby Boy. He also wants in on the grog train, so he's gonna hop, skip, and a jump into water that he doesn't even like. That's how much he wants this grog. He doesn't like water, but he's willing to go into the water specifically because he wants that grog so bad.
John, I hope you know this still counts as a crit against me.
Well, I will take it under advisement. All right, Talia. You are up.
Oh, okay. So which ones are the ones that really wanted the grog?
They have the little like heart icon over their heads. So there's basically 3 of them in the water want grog.
Okay, because I'm not seeing an extra icon on the
12 of the 4 that's in there, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that one right here that I marked with the ping is 1.
Gotcha. So not the one on the bottom.
That
Right?
one.
Got it.
Yep.
Correct.
Correct. You got
Okay, cool. Let's see here. I'm going to drop concentration on my hex because I'm going to cast Silent Image.
it. Mhm.
Right here on
Okay.
top of the thorn wall
On top
of a
spaghetti.
large thing of grog.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
I like this plan.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So do I. And I'll put that up there now. Do buttons. There you go.
Perfection.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna draw a little shape just because we need to be a little more extra with things.
Oh, and it's an intelligence check. This is even
Mhm.
better. Ogres are stupid.
That's why I did it. My illusions, they're working for once, I hope. Anyways, and
The
then I'm going
grog
to
is on
move-
the hill.
I'm going to move 15 feet over to stand next to Nokris.
Kaduki.
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can really take. Yeah, I don't really want to hide or anything because I can already get my sneak attack just by standing next to him. So
That is
we're
fair.
good.
That is fair. All right, perfect.
Next ogre.
Next ogre is oh, hold on, I just drew a couple boxes because I'm silly. Okay, so next ogre, this particular ogre right here, he won't do grog. And now he see the grog. So he's gonna try to mad dash the grog. So he's in water, so he has to tread the terrain a little bit. So he can make it to about here. And then that's as far as he can make it on his movement before he can't go any further. But he doesn't even really seem to care that as he's there. He just wants to go towards where that grog is.
Hey, Junie.
Yes, sir.
I think that particular happy person just dropped off the turn order.
He did. But now he back.
Good.
So now it is this ogre's turn. The one that was a little afraid. And he is going to attempt to attack Azzy with his club. Let's see what we get here. He missed. So he hit the ground next to Azzy with a massive thud. And he kind of kicked the dirt, all upset with himself that he didn't get to squish. And that's the end of his turn. And last but not least, the ogre down in the bottom here in the water. He's not really sure why everyone's trying to trample through the water to go that other direction about this grog BS. But he wants to kind of make his way back this way to try to get out of the water. But he's just barely on the edge and not able to get through. And he's going to attempt to sling another javelin into the flying individual. See if he can hit him. And with his disadvantage, he does not hit shit. And he just slings a javelin off into the woods.
We hear a random sheep go,
No.
"Bye, Dave."
Sheepy.
And that's the end of his turn. Knockers, you're up.
Alright. Going to attack the one in front of me first. See how that goes.
You hit.
For 9 slashing damage. Looks like. And I imagine he is.
Yeah, he's still with it.
Will
He's still
go
with it.
ahead and Divine Smite on that attack.
Okay.
And I will burn a level 2 spell slot to do so.
Okay.
And that will give me 2d8. For an additional 7 points of radiant damage, I believe is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah, it's stingy.
I think that's gonna be it for now.
Okay. All right, that's the end of your turn. Caster, you are up.
I'm going to try to banish this one.
You're going to try to banish the one in the front. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So his check was he rolled a 7.
It's a charisma save of 16.
Right. So if he rolled a 7, he did not pass. So
No.
You're just gonna have to wait.
Swept off to another dimension, where they will remain until the spell ends, at which point the target will reappear in space that it left, the nearest unoccupied space that it left, that is no longer occupied, blah blah blah, targeting different plane of existence than the one that you're on. The target is banished and faint popping noise, returning the host plane spell on before 1 minute passed. Okay.
Hey John, did your mic move or something?
Yes, I was leaning to the right while I was reading. Sorry. Yeah, basically I was just reading the minutia of that, to which nothing really happens to him. He simply is out of space and time for now. So I will do this. This is how I will handle this.
Yeet.
And with the bonus action, I let my sword boy attack this guy.
All right. So you hit
Yep.
18.
Yeah.
Unless I get some action.
And then 10 more damage on it.
10 more damage. And I was on this one, correct?
Yep. And I'll move to there to end my turn.
Okay. So this one over here is a little upset that he got hurt, slashed. But that's the end of your turn. And now it is this one's turn. And he's pretty hurt. Me thinking I don't want to go anymore. So he tries to make an escape this way.
What?
Which
Yeah,
opens
not
up a couple of opportunities.
Do it. Finish him.
That one.
You're a very violent druid.
You heard the lady.
It's nature's
11
fault.
to hit.
It hits.
Takes 12 points of slashing damage.
A 10,
don't.
a 10, however, does not hit.
Darn.
However, 12 points of slashing damage is enough to expire this particular ogre, who didn't want to go anymore.
Wah, wah, wah.
Should have come after us in the first place. You'd still have legs.
So he turns to start to run. You cut him off at the waist, and he makes a big ugly mess along the ground. As one half continues forward while the other one doesn't.
As I turn and elbow knockers in the gut. Looks like you cut him off at the pass, huh?
I did cut him short, didn't I?
Get out! Get out!
I'm just gonna listen to this
Looks
happening.
like his life is ogre.
I'm just gonna listen to this happening, and Ash is just shaking her head, and she just turns away from this.
You're one to talk, you vile bitch. Look at what you did to the two in your fucking net of death.
They deserved it. They tried to eat Dave. I tried to warn them. I gave them plenty of opportunity to leave, and they still wanted to come after Dave. So now they have to all die.
Does you can
I'm
sit
gonna
bad
eat
it caused my
Dave.
computer to turn off.
It was that powerful.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at this guy right here. So it'll
Okay.
also hit the guy next to
Okay. They just want grog.
Oh, she's gonna give him grog, all right.
him.
Just gonna give him rotten grog.
All right, so a 20 to hit does in fact hit. So let me do some saves. All right, so the initial point of contact target saves, and the second one does not.
Okay.
So the first one takes what? 1 piercing from the knife, and then half cold, so 8 damage. And the second one takes 14 cold, so. And they're chilly in the water.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. Gunhild.
If I've been following correctly, this guy right here has my hunter's mark.
Correct.
Then I'm going to sharpshoot him. And that is with the sharpshoot. I found the toggle.
Perfect. So that is a hit. For 21. 22.
22. And then I'm just going to do it again.
It's stingy.
Oh, it's about to get more stingy. How about really stingy?
All right, so please explain to me how you perforate this particular ogre.
I scream at him and going, "How dare you throw a javelin at me!" and just perforate his entire head with arrows.
He sinks into the water. A big, ugly pincushion.
Pretty sure he isn't in the so that one's on some other dimension. Not all ogres are the same.
And for my final bonus action, I'll move my hunter's mark to the one behind him.
Okay. As he slowly sinks in the water, he just has his hand raised up going, because he wants his grog. And Azzy, it's your turn.
Now, whiskey made me pawn my clothes, and whiskey gave me a broken nose. Whiskey, oh, Johnny, oh.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
There's some sultry music.
Fuck you.
So the first attack is a hit. Second attack is also a hit.
So this is a guy with advantage. Did you want me to keep rolling, or...
Well, okay, so if we're just doing advantage rolls on that, the first one's a hit, he takes 3.
And he takes 9? Hello?
I
Did die?
guess.
Tell me what you want.
I was gonna just take the damage roll on the first roll and have that be what sinks, because that makes the most sense in my brain.
Okay,
Because
then do that.
advantage should just be, the d20 rolls and then the damage rolls as it follows. So,
Okay, cool.
So-
Great, cool.
yep. Next attack.
Fuck you.
So
Suck it. Give me my HP back.
3, and then that's what, 17, 20 plus what's that? 5 necrotic, and then you leech 19.
Mhm.
So that's what, 22 plus 3 is 25 damage to the target, and you gain back 19. Okay. That was not good. And he kind of is upset at you.
Whiskey, oh Johnny, oh.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And now, our boys in the pond get to make a dash for the grog. So this one is able to break free and makes a mad dash straight for the barrel.
Oh boy.
Now he has to make his
no.
intelligence check to see if he figures it out fast enough before he tries to grab it.
I'll just leave that there just in case.
Okay, all right, thank you. So he did not. He still thinks it's grog through and through. A nice shiny barrel, a nice delicious grog. As he runs headfirst into a wall of thorns to take 36 points of damage, which eviscerates him beyond all recognition.
I watch it happen and just cast Druidcraft again. Everything dances again.
Mysteriously enough, the barrel of grog still appears to not be scathed, dirtied, soiled, or touched by any of this gore. Very
Almost
peculiar.
like it's not there.
But the next ogre that's coming along in the path similarly doesn't seem to care that his buddy just bit it right into the wall.
You just not grab enough.
He need no grog. So he comes up to get the grog. Full sprint, full tilt. Now let's see if he makes it through his particular wits. Oh, he definitely does not. And he takes 30 points of damage. Where he doesn't quite die. Yeah, but he is so close and or angered by the fact that there is no grog, even though he could see it, that he just cries and whimpers in the wall.
Oh no!
Will someone help that poor man?
I think it's at this point that as he just whips out his flask and starts dancing.
He's already intimidated. Jeez. Give him a break.
Now he's just rubbing it in, which is great.
And now it is Talia's turn.
From now on, I'm calling this maneuver Operation Grog. So anytime we need to do the same thing in the future with this whole like illusion thing and my wall, we're totally calling it Operation.
Okay.
Yes, this is our new party tactic. Let's see here. There's.
I don't
one-
think I can seduce very well.
Better work on that.
Well, even if the one trapped in the thorn wall has cover, I ignore it because spell sniper. So we're gonna see if Eldritch Blast actually works.
Well, you can't. I guess it's not trapped completely in the wall. You can't shoot things through the wall. Wall isn't penetrated. But I guess if he's like tangled up in it, I don't know. I guess that would be a DM call.
Yeah, he's not deep enough into the wall that he's obscured that he can't be reached.
This guy ran full tilt and isn't tangled enough.
It's an impenetrable wall of thorns.
Then he should be dead.
Okay, there's first Eldritch Blast.
He's pretty
Woo,
fucking
it's not a
close. Yeah, it's not a 1. That's amazing.
Yeah, right.
All right, so 20 hits, takes 7 points of damage, and you hear him just scream out,
There's the second one.
as he expires and becomes one with the meaty mess, the blood popsicles that are
Do it,
dangling
do it,
from the
do it.
wall.
Druidcraft.
Ash has a momentary bit of regret killing all these ogres. A little bit of pity for them, but she casts Druidcraft and makes them.
She tries
Alright.
Druidcraft anyway.
And it's basically like hip hop hooray because they wave their hands in the air like they just don't care.
Giblet
It says
dancing.
that I can make the silent image move, so the grog dances.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Can you roll a oof, I don't even know what I have you roll for that. Let's do a performance roll, please, for the barrel. Talia.
Okay.
Okay. The other ogre was not seduced by the barrel stance, but we had to try.
Next ogre.
Next ogre. All right, so the next ogre is everyone's favorite little sad panda over here who got beat up. And he's kind of hurting right now. But he doesn't want to die in the brambles. So he's going to try to smash Azzy back. And then try to make a break for it if he can. He does not hit. With an 18.
Great. Okay. So. Now I can
Post.
use this.
Yeah, you can use your post. You turn back his meaty club and give him a strike of your own.
Oh.
You do in fact hit for 3 points of damage. And this ogre is just so disheartened that he missed. He tried and he missed. And then you hit him back. But he's sad. So sad.
Does he just go brown? Tell me he just sits down. You give him a blue dot for being sad.
I did give him a blue dot for being sad. He's just he's very mopey right now. But that's the extent of his turn. Because he knows that he's got to get away somehow. And right now, he's not in good shape. So then our next ogre is just, chilling in another plane wondering what the fuck's happening.
No, he's unconscious.
No, he's banished.
Oh, he was
The other one.
banished.
He's banished. He's in another
No,
plane of
that's what I'm
existence.
saying. That's what the spell says, I thought.
No, they're gone right now.
He's in a
just-
mental prison. Let's put it that
While
way.
there, the target is incapacitated. Okay.
Well,
Fair.
which could be Grog for all we know.
Oh my god, you banished him to a grog dimension. He's gonna come back so fucked up and be like, guys, come with me. But there aren't gonna be any guys.
All right, so
He's gonna come
Knockers.
back, and instead of trying to eat the goats, he's gonna be trying to fuck the goats.
They're Scottish?
Poor goats.
Wow. Okay. I mean, Pinchwit might have a couple things to say about that first.
Look, we don't know what Pinchwit does in her off time, okay?
All the more reason why she might defend
No
the
judging.
goats.
Not yet, anyway.
All right, so Knockris, you're up, buddy.
All right, I gotta move closer. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I think. Here. All right, so I gotta move closer, and then after that, I will do
Yeah, that's accurate.
what? Oh. That's pretty accurate. Maybe through a few arms laying down somewhere or something.
That's good enough.
will do a spell attack roll, and I will try and hit him with a firebolt.
All right. I'm gonna say that's a hit.
For
18 points of damage.
Yep.
So you hit him in the chest with a bolt of fire, and he's really hurt by it. And he just sits down on the ground and just gives up and falls over dead.
I give him a sip of my. Oh, never mind. He's dead.
He's dead. He real dead. You can pour one out.
Right, pour one out. All right.
This one's for you, buddy.
And now that is theoretically the end of your turn now.
Up to a minute.
Right. So, Caster, it's your turn. Because it's a concentration spell for banishment, you can let him out whenever you're ready, within a minute's time. But considering one round of combat is the equivalent of what, 10 seconds? Basically, just six rounds of combat. You guys would just be hanging around waiting for this guy to basically pop back.
I
in
say
and
we
return.
surround the area where he's going to return, and then we just like Senate
Hoop de
his
grace.
Caesar ass. Yeah.
Mhm. So I'll hold the turn order as it is right now. If you want to start in that turn order, or if you want to adjust turn order, I'll let you hold attacks and things to kind of manipulate turn order for who will get to go first and when and where and all that. So you let me know if you want to put any one particular person in front of another in terms of holding actions.
Let me see if there's any additional spells I can get to make this easier.
Because he's going to pop back into existence, and
He's gonna hate life.
he's going to hate life.
I don't have anything in particular that'll make this easier than it already will be, so I think we should all just like surround him and stab the shit out of him. Unless we want to convert him into an ogre paladin. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Convert him into a vegetarian.
Make the ogre turn into a lawful good vegetarian paladin or a monk from the Way of Mercy.
Me like
He'll
cabbage.
join the Church of Bahamut, or he dies.
Can I like re-roll my character as an ogre now?
I mean, you're definitely channeling it. Maybe you'll have a mishap with a particular mage of types.
Look, I'm ready. Okay, I'm over here. Just do it. I want to be an ogre.
God.
All right. So I assume at this point now, Caster, you're going to bring him back into existence?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you end the banishment. There's a weird popping noise as this big, ugly pile of meat pops back into existence, dazed and stunned, like, what just happened? Only it's already been, what, almost a minute maybe?
Yeah.
Is he on
Since
his
he's
feet?
been gone. I guess technically he wouldn't necessarily be knocked prone from the experience.
I'm just
Basically
curious.
it basically says he blinks back into existence in the same spot that he was in before. But if he's incapacitated in the other plane of existence, I will do this. Let me roll him acrobatics to see if he's able to land on his feet.
I mean, if he's not, guys, I can just take a turn to cast Hideous Laughter on him.
He is not. So he is currently laying in the water, wondering what the fuck just happened, and seeing you all standing around him, one of you flying above him.
I immediately hit him with Inflict Wounds at level 2
Okay.
for 16 damage, since I think of 16 hits.
Yes, it does.
Man, this was a really big missed opportunity. We could have fucked with this guy. Like, hey, you won the lottery. Come on over
And
here.
then
You
if,
see
since
this
he's prone, would
grog
that be
over here?
advantage on the
Yes. Yeah, you hit him
attack?
for
So
7.
that'd be a 7. So yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. Ash, you are up.
I am going to do the primal savagery camp,
Okay.
and I'm going to do it. I don't know where I was going with that, but hold
That's okay. So basically, you went animal style on him
Yeah.
and attacked for a 24, which hits and does 18 points of damage on this big, meaty skin bag of delicious bits.
yeah.
Owie!
I'm just gonna back off a little bit.
All right, fair enough.
That's my turn.
Gunhild.
Pew pew time.
Just be aware that because the target is prone, you have a disadvantage to hit them, which with your advantage, or you don't have advantage normally on him. You would if he's prone, right? If you're doing melee, you would. So if you're doing range, you
Yes.
have disadvantage. Okay.
Correct.
Oh boy.
Oh
So,
man, this guy is totally going through a Jon Snow moment, isn't he?
Yep.
well, I mean,
Well, with disadvantage,
You still
roll
hit.
an 8. Yeah. 19 points of damage.
so you kill him in the water.
Oh no. Oh.
And the ogres have been slain.
Yay, we did it, guys! Woo!
The fight is ogre.
It's all
Worst.
ogre now. So
Killed them
Pinchwit,
all ever.
Pinchwit hears the commotion has died down finally. Kind of peeks her head out to see what's going on and realizes the carnage that's unfolded as the color flushes from her face. She instinctively
Minor
makes
image
sure.
of a thing of grog in front of her face.
She instinctively lets you know that she will never cross you.
I just give her a little pat, and I go check on all.
Okay. She's been looking after and tending to the goats, so they're in decent enough shape, but you obviously take your own purveyance of their particular situation, so. All right, so with that being done, I guess everyone can go back to sleep, theoretically, now.
Yeah. Now, question. Is this going to count as a long or short rest for us, considering where and when we were attacked?
This will be a short rest.
Okay.
So you are free to expend a short rest on your sheets.
Yay!
Where we will now wake back up again. In the morning.
I'm expending 2 hit dice, FYI.
Okay, to regain spells.
To regain HP. I don't regain
HP,
spells on a
HP,
short
HP.
rest. There's only one person in our party that does that.
Right.
Yes. Oh, that's right, I do have 2 first level spell slots expended.
Yeah, but you
Alright.
gain them back since that counts
Well,
as a
I didn't spend any of my second level spell slots, which are my warlock ones.
Ah.
Yup.
Is it now morning?
It is now morning.
Wakey wakey, eggs and ogre. I
Mhm,
mean,
mhm.
I am not eating that.
I cast Silent Image. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. But it smells like ogre. Please ignore that.
So everyone gets up in the morning, gets themselves put back together again after the interrupted night.
I'm just saying, I ended that fight with more HP than I started with.
You
so-
did. Yeah, you did pretty freaking
Did.
good. Everyone completes that little moment in the morning. We get packed up, have some grub, and get back on the road. It's a short ride to make it to Fandalen still today. We'll be there well before midday. And so Pinchwit leads on, making a short journey to the road and then down to the town. Which brings us to Fandalen. And as a short aside, if any of you have ever played any of the other modules that are pre-released for this game, you more than likely have played the Lost Mines of Fandalen pack, as it is the most common and earliest starting level-based pack that people seem to always play. So
Yeah.
you'll be extremely used to this particular map and this particular region. However, I'm not really going to use it for that purpose, so we're going to do things differently inside town.
Sounds good.
Oh no, we're running Lost Mines of Fandelver? Oh no.
Surprise! It was all a ruse.
All right, so
Tomb of Horrors, are we right?
No,
upon arrival.
we ain't doing Tomb of Horrors.
Upon our arrival at Fandalen, Pinchwit currently sets up a little location where she kind of herds and pens the goats temporarily. Looks at you guys and thanks you for your assistance in getting her there. And she makes her way to go meet with Barthen to finalize the deal of their transaction. Barthen is the owner of the provisions shop that is in town. And this exit from Pinchwit allows you the ability to then make your way around town and take a look, as Pinchwit plans to meet back up with you later on that evening at the inn to give you your cut of the sale before you head back to Leyland. So some of the things around town that you can see, I will give you some things that are here and what you can potentially do. There is the Stonehill Inn, which is right here. Actually, you know what? Here's Barthen's Provisions. Let me change my... Oh, what layer did they put them on? Oh, text layer. Okay, that's weird. It's normally not there. There's Barthen's Provisions. The Stonehill Inn is right there. There is also a area called the Lion Shield Coster. Right there.
Foster, I barely know her.
The Coster is basically the stables and the let's call it exchange for various types of trade carts, goods, and things like that. There is a Shrine of Luck. There is the Town Master's Hall, which is over here, which is basically like a mayor's hall for meeting and talking about things and trying to keep the town in order like a sheriff kind of would. And that is all of the interesting things that are really here. So if you would like to wander around, go shopping, go to the inn and get drunk, you want to go and check out the shrine, you want to try to buy or sell something, just let me know what we plan to do. Otherwise, the game plan is as the day expires, we're going to make our way to the Stonehill Inn to meet up with Pinchwit after she makes the sale.
I go to the town master's hall to find out anything about bandit activities, or you can kind of lead on that. See if we were after. Talk to the guys about just any situations about bandits in the area, and put that together with what we found out in the other town.
Okay, so basically you're going to check out the Townmaster's Hall to effectively try to discern information about bandits. I assume because you're searching for information about Dargan, the guy that has the thing for Scylla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunhild's interest is piqued by the Shrine of Luck.
Okay.
Same, actually.
Okay.
I'll go up Gunhill.
Did someone say Lady Luck? Tamora, I'm coming.
Okay, so 3 of you are going to check out the shrine, I guess.
Go to Barthen's Provisions. Just
Okay.
kind of scope out what they have.
Okay.
I will head to the Stonehill Inn to make sure arrangements are met, and also to try and pick up any information on Dargon and if he has been through here or not, or if people know of him.
All right, fair enough. So I'll start with the shrine, because there's 3 of you there. So you all arrive at the shrine. You note that it is somewhat vacant. There's nobody attending. There's currently no like lit offerings or anything like that that's set up at the shrine. So you get there and you kind of check it out. It looks pretty empty, almost like it's been rummaged through and ransacked, but there's no real like, it's not like it's a mess, but it just looks like things have kind of been like opened and emptied.
Is there anything of interest that stands out?
Not particularly at first glance, but if you want to investigate further, you can roll an investigation check for me.
Why not?
Can I, before he starts that, can I cast guidance on?
Sure.
So basically, you get an extra D4 towards ability check of your choice.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Okay.
So 14.
Mm-hmm. So with your quick investigative look around the area, you can discern that not much is here. It looks like things have kind of been picked up and moved on, but you do locate a small silver pin that has the image of 3 parallel lightning bolts on it.
I found this pen, and I've seen these 3 lightning bolts before. This is the Talos guy.
Yep.
Don't like it.
If they're at the Shrine of Luck, we may need to get back to town because they are probably floating around looking for.
Yeah, we should probably tell the others. We've already had one bad experience with these people. I'd rather not fight another Thunder Priestess and a bunch of her summons.
I definitely agree. We should hot-foot it back to someplace and tell everyone.
I don't know where the others plan on going after this, but I'd like to, after we leave the shrine, when we're done here, I want to go try to catch up with Azzy at the provisions.
After the shrine, I'm headed back to the inn because then we're supposed to meet there to get paid. So
If I have time, I want to go ahead and swing by the coster just to see what it's all about.
Okay. So you make notes of what you found, and you have your
Can-
plans of where you're gonna go. Would you
Can
like
I
to go
cast
somewhere
detect
different?
magic before we leave?
Sure. So you cast detect magic. You don't see anything really of interest that lights up for you in this particular shrine. If there was anything that was present of magical nature, it is surely not there any longer.
Okay.
So you make your way out of the shrine and you split paths as you are all going in different locations. So we'll go with Barthen's next. So as you are entering Barthen's, you see a kind of shodden old man who has two assistants running around behind a table for him. And when you come inside of his provision shop, there are many different supplies and goods that you would expect that someone that was out on an adventure or heading out on the road would need. Food, beverage, ropes, odds and ends, things of that nature.
I approach the old man and kind of just get a scope for how he feels. Like, is he a busy man, or has something bad happened? Does he seem, uh, like what his demeanor is?
So the rumors that you get out of Barthen, basically that there's some rough folk made their way into town and kind of ruffled some feathers with the locals. They may still be hanging around, skulking around somewhere, but most of the time they seem to stick to the dark hours at night and don't actually come out during the day to make any trouble. So everyone's kind of gotten in the lot over the past few nights to just stay inside and not be outside.
Nice. Is there like a general area that they frequent most at night, or are they just all over the town?
They can be all over, randomly roaming about, is what one of his assistants, Thistle, had mentioned to him. If you want any more information about what they do or where they are, you can try asking him if you'd like.
I'm not really too keen on that. However, thanks for your information. And I start buying rations and a little bit of a rope. Probably
Okay.
about 50 foot worth.
Okay. So the exchange of what you purchase from him is about 1.5 gold. And Ash shows up at Barthen's as well.
I just pop my head in the door and I look at Azzy and go, "Hey, does he have anything?"
No. We should probably meet with the others though, soonish.
Yeah, you have no idea. So as he starts to come out, I kind of pull him aside and fill him in on the whole lightning bullshit, bad people. We should probably get to the others as soon as possible and warn them that these people are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll relay the information that I got about how they're still around. And we make our way.
Off we are.
Okay, so you make your way to the inn then. All right, so next we'll go with Castor, who is at the Town Master's Hall, checking in for any information about bandits and other happenings and ongoings. So you enter the Town Master's Hall. You don't find many people here currently. There's the Town Master himself, Harbin Wester, is there. He's basically also a wealthy banker, so he's kind of got that air of sophisticated opulence about him. He sees you enter and kind of gives you a nod. Otherwise, there's not much else going on inside the Town Master's Hall currently.
If he's one of the people, I'll go up to the town and ask him if the town's had any recent trouble with bandits that seem to have picked up more intensity, I suppose, in terms of what they're going after, frequency.
So his answer to you is that over the past few weeks here, the 10 days, I've seen some people get lost or run off, gone missing. Not really sure what's happening, but we seem to think that something's going on. I'm not really sure if they're leaving of their own accord or if someone's taking them or not. I can't be sure. Otherwise, no real stories or noises or anything I've heard of this region, at least in terms of bandits.
Thank you for the information, sir. And I start to head back towards the inn to let them know about the people going missing over the past 10 days.
Okay. All right, so you leave the hall, make your way towards the inn. We'll go to the Coster next, where Gunhild is making a quick appearance to see what it's all about before he heads to the inn himself. Upon entering the Lion Shield Coster, you meet the proprietor, a middle-aged woman. Her name is Lenine Greywind. She's currently trying to pass a sale with a customer for a horse. Oh, are we all good? We back? Was
Yeah,
that a
sorry.
oh, no, it's fine. She's currently trying to make a sale with a customer behind the counter about a horse. She nods at her assistant, who comes over to take a look at you and see if she can assist you with anything. It's a small, red-haired elf going by the name of Veline Firecrow.
Fancy.
She hot?
Hello, sir. Can I help you with anything?
Oh, I'm sure.
Sir would be entertaining, but I am a female.
Okay, good point. I definitely didn't think about that. So, yes, can I help you with anything?
Just looking around, trying to get my lay of the town. Just popped my head in to see what the Coster was all about.
Ah, okay, yes. We do many sales here for various types of expeditions, mining expeditions, merchant carts, all kinds of things come out from here. We'll often even pay individuals to take parcels for others as well.
So, being that y'all do this kind of business, are there, you probably hear a lot of rumors and things about happenings about.
Yes, there are definitely some things that I've heard happening about. There's some odd individuals in town for sure, but I'm not sure exactly where they are or what they're up to.
I came from the shrine. It looks at it like it has been ransacked. Do you know anything about?
Oh, no, I didn't know about that. That's interesting. Can you give me let's do an insight check.
$20.
Okay. So as Veline is kind of recoiling from your interrogation quickly, you notice that she is wearing a brooch, but it doesn't seem like it's currently clasped.
The brooch on your neck, it seems to be damaged.
Oh, so it is. Okay, well, I suppose I'm gonna need a new one then, won't I?
Would your brooch be missing its charm, perchance?
It appears that it is, yes.
I take the symbol we found at the shrine and go, this wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
No. No, that is definitely not mine. No. Mm-mm.
I'd like to see if she's lying.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
15.
You can tell that she's hiding something.
All right. Well, I will leave you be. Good luck at finding your charm. I've got friends to meet up with, and then I'll leave. I'm by myself, so I don't want to take a chance of having an encounter alone.
Very well, very well. Good day to you. She makes her way back to the counter, kind of looking over her shoulder, trying to get a glance at you as you are making your way out.
I go back to I go back to the inn, and I'm definitely going to fill everybody in on this.
All right. So now, I believe, Koval, you've been at the inn all along.
Correct.
So, you come on inside the inn. Good old Stonehill Inn. And pull up a chair there at that bar. It's a very similar to the Wayside Inn. It is a 2-story roadhouse. It's got rooms, plenty of drink, plenty of food. The proprietor, yes. The proprietor's name is Toblin Stonehill. He is a short, portly human. So the man knows how to eat and drink.
Just met some ogres that look a lot like you.
I will go up to the bar, since I imagine he is there, and ask him to pour me out an ale.
Well, certainly, yes. He pulls you an ale and hands it to you on the bar.
Thank you. And I slip him the cost and a little bit extra. And as I drink it, I ask him if he has seen anyone in town or heard of someone named Dargon that has recently passed through.
Haven't heard anyone by that name. No, there's a couple new folk individual I've seen around in the area, but the only one that I know of that's staying at this particular establishment is a man by the name of Argus Skeel. He says he's a proprietor. He's coming to town to do a little mining, but truth be told, I can't say I've ever seen him out doing any prospecting. So I don't know how he's being a miner.
Is he a... Well, I'll just ask this since it really doesn't matter since I'm not human either. Is he a gnome by chance?
No.
Skeevy little gnome? Okay.
No, he's not. Nope.
Well, unfortunately, the man I'm looking for is a small gnome that tends to just reek of snake oil.
Well, I haven't seen anyone that meets that description lately, but probably about a month or two ago, I did see some folk making their way west through here. They would kind of match that description. Very jittery folk. So that could be what you're looking for, but I don't know where they might be now.
That's fine. They were heading west, you say? What's towards the west?
Towards the west to the high road.
Okay. Well, thank you. And the ale is good.
Ah, yes, you're welcome. So, as we're kind of having this conversation with that, the rest of individuals start to show up little by little here at the inn. So, Ash and Azzy show up. Talia's back as well now. Castor shows up. Gunhild is the last to enter.
So, what did you all find? Since I imagine it seems like you all found something fun, because I imagine the faces on some of them are not exactly thrilled by what they discovered.
Disappearances over the past 10 days. No
Or
real human reason.
Our zap zap lightning friends are here.
More
Yes.
rituals, guys. Yay.
There's a woman at the coster that goes by the name of Valine Firecrow. She's missing a brooch, and the pendant looks. I believe this Talos pendant we found at the shrine is hers, because I inquired of her about it, and she was lying to me about it, and then was very jittery when I left.
Does she know where you're staying?
I did not allude to where I was staying. I just stated that I had business in town.
Yeah, but this is the only
Yeah.
inn in town.
There's probably not exactly a lot of places to stay.
You should keep a watch tonight.
Yeah. Well, I might have found out where our slippery little gnome friend got off to that we need to find. Apparently, he headed west with a group of people as Toblin, as I kind of point to, the barkeep and owner, mentioned they were heading west towards the high road, but he doesn't know anything beyond that.
Information's valuable, and we probably shouldn't be talking about this out in the open.
No.
Especially that sensitive subject. As for everything else that's happened today, I was told there was a desecration of a shrine. Looks like our Talos buddies are here causing a muck. And they frequent the place at night.
Great. So what I'm hearing is we're not going to get sleep tonight again.
Well, I guess it depends on if they know we're here or not. And if they know who we are, which there's no reason they should. We killed every last one of them, except one who was put to death.
Yeah.
So, I say we keep our heads low and try to get a toll on them, a count of their heads. Maybe we'll definitely put up a watch for tonight at a minimum.
Even if they do know we're here, do you think they're stupid enough to come after 6 of us? We caught them by surprise last time. I don't think they're stupid enough to come after 6 of us in a town when they're already cowardly enough to only come out at night.
But it sounds like they're preparing another ritual. This could be bad for us either way. Because they've been taking people for the last week.
We're
I'll
also
kind of motion to that we get a table further away or we go upstairs, but I will say as we're moving, there is a difference between cowardice and planning ahead to not be seen.
So as you're relocating in the inn, it's moved on to get a little closer to dusk, and as the light is ending for the day, you hear a door open and close abruptly, and you see Toblin's eyes kind of glance over at the door and then kind of make a unsure what just happened look, and then go back to what he was doing.
Who was that?
Barkeep.
No, who was that at the door that just opened it and closed it? Toblin? You know that person?
Well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure because I didn't catch a glance, but if I have to guess, it's probably that Skeel fellow making his way out.
Who's the stealthiest of this group?
Probably Talia, but I could also.
Yes, how can I help?
Wild
Oh, Skeels. I get a bad vibe off.
Who am I killing? I mean, following.
Skeel, if that's who went out the door, but if we can keep an eye on him and what's her, the girl from the other building, that would probably be a good idea.
Who do you want me to follow?
The guy that just went out the door.
Got it.
I could
On it.
probably wild shape and go keep an eye on, like, just something unassuming, like a cat or something. Go keep an eye on the person at the stables,
Turn into a spider.
like a spider or a cat or something.
Yeah, something really small and like not really noticeable.
A squirrel.
No, I already
Alright.
have a squirrel.
So, if I'm reading this correctly from what you guys are saying, Talia, you're leaving to follow to try to chase after Skeel.
Yes.
Okay. Give me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Please give me a perception check.
Okay. Give me just a moment because I think I accidentally closed out my character sheet.
Okay.
Oops. Let's try to look up something else on D&D Beyond. Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got my expertise in that. You want my passive or my actual roll?
Actual roll, please.
Dun, dun,
All right.
dun,
So
dun,
you
dun,
you
dun,
succeeded
dun,
on the nose. So as you come out and try to chase after or follow this individual that we believe to be Skeel, you catch a quick glimpse of them, who turning a corner, heading off down one of the streetways, headed to the edge of town.
Making my way downtown. Oh,
All right. So
Anyways.
I assume you're going to continue to follow.
yeah. How what are the conditions around me? Are we talking like it's pitch black out? There's nobody
It's getting
outside?
dark. It's getting dark. It's not like there's much light. It's basically like the sun is set beyond the horizon, but it's still a little bit of waning light. There aren't many people around in the streets anymore because of, well, I don't know if you were there for it, but it was mentioned at Barthen's that at night people have been keeping inside because of the ongoings in the area, keeping everyone kind of scared.
Cool. I want to follow him at not like a hugely unreasonable distance, but I also kind of want to take a second to, duck behind something and cast invisibility on myself as I follow him.
Okay.
So put that up on the virtual tabletop.
Yep, that's fine. So you are continuing to try to shadow him, but as you are taking a brief moment to cloak yourself,
Yes.
you lose direct visibility of him, but you keep thinking you're catching glances as you're turning corners that follow the path that he was taking. And you eventually make your way to a small shack at the outskirts of town. Somewhere over there.
Where is there?
I'm gonna
don't
ping
see
it. I'll ping it again. You see it at the top.
Your ping's not coming across.
Oh, lovely.
Uh,
Let's try this. Hold on.
There we go.
there we go.
There she goes. So yeah, it's up here.
Okay. So
The
what
shack.
condition is the shack in? Are we
Pretty
talking,
pretty
like, just
shodden. Pretty
Okay.
shodden. Yep.
gaps and cracks and crevices in the wall?
No, not that bad.
Okay. Is there like a gap underneath the door or something?
Maybe a little bit.
Cool. Can a spider fit underneath of it?
You could put a spider underneath it, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna send my familiar in.
Okay. And go
Because
ahead.
I can sense through my familiar senses.
Right. So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. I'm going to use my stats or the spiders.
Probably yours.
Oof.
So, feeling through the spider inside the shack, you sense no heat, nothing of interest, and nobody's present. But you swore that you saw him reach there just before.
Hmm. Well, I'm just a harmless spider. I'm going to have it look around again. Can I try again?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, substantially better.
The spider finds nothing of interest that you have not already sensed through its senses prior.
Okay. I recall the spider, put it back in its pocket dimension. Is there like a window or something that I can peek in through?
Sure.
Okay. I peek in through the window since I am technically still invisible.
Mm-hmm. You see.
What do I see?
You see a whole lot of nothing.
Like an empty shack?
Like an empty shack, some straw on the floor maybe, but not bunched up, just kind of randomly strewn about. You see some broken wood, some crates and things that are old and rotted, falling apart.
Interesting.
So I'll pause you here where you're at currently checking out the shack. And then Kita and everyone else, you guys were discerning potentially having you go out and investigate in a wild-shaped form.
Yeah, if you guys want to keep an eye on the fire, whatever.
Valine.
Yeah.
She did recoil quite a bit when I showed her the Talos item.
To be
You said
fair, it is a Talos item.
I didn't call it that. I just showed it to her.
You said it's starting to get like dusk out.
Yeah, it's getting dark. Basically, the sun is set beyond the horizon, but the light of the day is waning into darkness.
Well, do you guys want me to go?
Not particularly, if I'm being honest.
It divides us up just maybe a smidge too much.
Losing 1 isn't a big deal to 6. Losing 2, that's a third of us. On top of that, I've never seen somebody tear apart 4 fucking ogres in, a matter of 2 minutes.
This is true.
But I will also not stop you.
It's your call, Ash. If you want to go out and take a look, feel free to, and just be careful. But
Be quick about it.
I even think Talia going on her own was not possibly the wisest decision, even though she is trained to do this more so than us.
Well, I'll stay and we'll see how things on Talia's end come.
All right. So you guys continue to wait there at the inn. Talia, you are back at the shack. You have turned up nothing and see nothing currently.
I want to search for secret doors or traps. Like look for trapdoors and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Roll investigation.
Okay. Don't roll for shit this time, guys. There we go.
All right, you think maybe you can see a door on the far wall. The wood framing looks like it's doubly framed in among the beams, almost as if it's a door that's within the wall.
Does it look like a big heavy door, like sound would travel through it?
No, as best as you can discern, it looks like the surface of the side of the shack. Nothing that's anything very thick, but at the same time appears to have a solid area behind it.
want to take a listen at the door.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna go inside and go to this door and try to take a listen.
Yes.
All right.
I will not go through the front door. I will climb through the window stealthily. Still invisible.
Okay. So you climb in through the window. Don't make any noise. And you go up and you try to listen to the area where you suspect the door is.
Yes.
Can you give me perception?
Mm-hmm.
You hear some shuffling from the other side faintly, but nothing that's too discerning. You can't hear voices or anything else that's going on.
Are there any gaps around the door?
There are no gaps. It is fairly well concealed.
It is spider-proof. Damn.
Yes.
Hmm. One second, I was looking at for a particular spell. I have concentration on almost everything, though. Shit.
So while you're inside listening and trying to figure out what's going on with this suspected
I
duo,
know.
there,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
there's the noises that you hear outside of people making their way down the road, heading back towards town. You try to look out through the window to see if you can catch a glance, but it's on the wrong side of the building, so you can't see anything as they go by on the road. But they, oddly enough, don't have much light shining or torches.
Okay, now that definitely throws me off. That's a trademark of my people. I'm going after him.
Okay.
Just imagine her little spider legs going.
I mean, not a spider, but my spider is very, very agitated right now.
All right. So you make your way out into the road, and you can see some figures moving down the road. I assume you're going to continue to stalk behind them.
Yes.
Okay.
And if they're going really far out of town, no. If
They're going into
town,
town. Yeah, they are going.
Yes, then absolutely, I will follow them as far as necessary.
Okay. All right, so they make a kind of like a parading route, almost going in through town, making their way over towards the middle of town, and then they kind of turn around and they take another angle, and they go winding around between buildings and things, all and about. And you're just kind of following.
Does
them
it seem
along.
like they're looking for something? It feels like the patterns of somebody who's looking for something. That's what I would do as a thief.
Maybe they are.
Hmm. Have they stopped anywhere to like pause or anything?
They do not make any pauses. You do get the feeling that they are looking for something, or maybe as if they are hunting for something.
Okay, one of these points when I am tailing them, is there a check I could make to kind of see if maybe I could like do the old like throw your voice kind of trick?
Do like a sleight of hand.
Yeah, to like
Mhm.
make it seem like I'm speaking from somewhere else. Not
Yeah.
with magic though. The old stage magician trick.
Sure, you could try a sleight of hand.
Okay,
That's
because I
what I
want
would
to see if
call
I
it.
can get them to like stop.
So they definitely do stop, and they look to the right. where you are definitely behind them.
Okay. Can I see their faces at this point?
You don't exactly make out their faces, but you can see that they are not exactly humanoid-shaped faces that you would discern with the natural
Okay.
races
Does it
of
help
the
if
land.
I tell you I have dark vision?
Yes.
I have dark vision.
So you can discern that these particular individuals that are making their way through the streets appear to be kobolds.
Plot twist.
What do I know about kobolds?
You know that
I need to
They're-
make what kind of check?
you know that they are, I don't know, I guess let's do history.
Sure. I can do history. It's not going to be very good, but I can do history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know jack shit about kobolds. I know they're
So-
kobolds.
Yeah, you know that they're kind of shorter than most normal people, and that you probably are looking at about 7 or 8 of them making their way around the streets looking like they're looking for something. And you figure that 1 versus 8 probably aren't very good odds.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I want to try and sneak past them to get back to the inn.
Okay. Yeah, that should be pretty easy to do if you're still invisible.
Okay, yep. Still invisible. Assuming that... Yeah, assuming it's been less than an hour.
Yes. You haven't been gone that long. Okay, so you make your way back to the inn.
Yep. And I immediately get with everybody, and... are we all up in, like, our hidey hole in the room?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's basically
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of like
I'm going to go up
pulled in
there,
from there.
and I'm going to be like, shit, I think the kobolds are trying to kidnap people. I think that's where the disappearances have been coming from. There's kobolds in the town, out in the streets right now. This is not some ale tale. I tailed them. Drop invisibility.
I was gonna say,
That
is she
helps.
actually back in the building yet, or is she
Yes.
just
I'm
talking to
hearing
herself?
things.
Yes, yes.
You just hear Talia's voice coming out of the thin air.
I didn't know she had this
Like
kind
the
of
door,
magic.
like mysteriously open, and then it closes.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
I'm the
I'm
good
up for looking
I know how to
into
use
this.
doors.
If they're the ones taking people, we probably should put a stop to it.
Are they though is the question.
With a group of 6, I'd feel more confident going and seeing what's going on at least. Maybe not confronting them, but feel it safer with all of us going to find out. Because if they're not, then they're not. But if they are, probably better to nip this in the bud now instead of another bad scenario.
Do I get anything with a 10 history check on Kobold specifically? Especially since, depending, I guess, on what iteration 5e puts their M in and the relation to like dragons and Dragonborn and stuff like that.
Right. So their ties to dragon kind are still loose at best. They kind of
Yeah.
still look after / almost praise things and or people and or beings that are more draconic than they are.
Okay, that's what I figured.
And beyond that, you know that most of their intentions are not good.
If they are in town, kobolds tend to left to their own devices. They will not enter a town because I know. Because with a 10, I imagine. Do I understand them to normally be kind of skittish, in a sense?
You understand that without proper supervision, they are skittish.
Okay. Normally, kobolds would not enter a town like this of their own accord. They normally stick to their mountains and mines and their tunnels where they can easily trap things because that's their home. They work well there. If they are out and about here, they are here through our purpose, but more importantly, someone is pushing them to do that purpose.
Talia, Was there anybody larger than the other kobolds, like a leader type person that you could see?
Not from what I saw. I counted about 8 of them.
The person doesn't need to be there to lead them. Kobolds very much are. They are enamored with draconic beings, especially true dragons themselves. And if they are.
These could be new friends then.
No,
Oh,
not likely.
No, because if these things are taking people, and the townsfolk haven't detected them yet, this is professional level kidnapping.
yeah, they have no idea what's causing the
Many
vanishes.
times.
Either
So-
way, they don't belong in this town, and we should probably find out why they're here.
And I suggest we take at least one of them prisoner.
Well, I agree with that mostly. The other thing to remember is that kobolds tend to function better than the majority of us at night.
I can see in the dark.
Yeah, I can see pretty well in the dark.
Me too. I think the
Yes.
only ones who can't are Knight's character and maybe Gunhill.
I
No.
can't see in the dark.
I can't either.
Wait, what?
Dragonborn don't have dark vision?
Nope, they don't.
Oh, that is so surprising.
I mean, it's still not really much of an issue because I can cast a spell on you guys to make that not.
I can put a light spell on one of you and then target the other.
Wait a moment. We may be able to set up an ambush.
As you're plotting in the room in the inn, you hear some blood-curdling screams from the streets.
Okay, fuck that. We go now.
Through the window?
Time to hit outside.
Well, are we on the second floor or the first? For the rooms?
We are always on the second floor. We are never on the first. As I look at Talia to give her a knowing look of, it's harder to steal things on the second floor.
But it also adds time to.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
for
about? You can just
bad
climb the wall
situations.
outside.
You know, it's not going to stop a good thief either way. to be fair.
Yeah,
Alright. So, this is where I will pause us
Yeah.
for tonight's session. And basically where we're at is everyone is making their way down hurriedly out of the inn to the shocked and startled stares of the individuals that are present.
Wait, the screamers from the inn or?
No, it's outside.
No, it's outside.
Oh,
But the people
okay, the way you said
inside,
that got me a bit confused.
yes, the
as
people
well.
inside are startled. So, that's where we'll end off. And next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Ash fucks up some kobolds.
Just had kobolds.
And it's more
I have
to
to
target
say-
all of them in that 60-foot line of death.
I have to say that I was kind of not exactly surprised that that happened in terms of the way that you utilized that spell and the outcome.
Yeah.
But at the same time, kind of proud because there are some other YouTube video groups out there that have done a similar thing that occurred, which was known as the meat grinder of this one particular character,
Oh no.
where they had the time to basically set up defenses for a siege, and they had used a corridor where they greased the floor and put up a wall of thorns and spikes.
Oh
And
god.
basically, the people would come charging down the hall to come at them and would slip in the grease and basically lose the ability and be prone or advantaged against as they were going into the spikes. And because they were moving from the grease, they would have a defaultly amplified distance of which they would then be thrown into the spikes and or the trap, which would force them to then have to use additional movement to try to get out of or further into based upon the grease. Long and short is they were taking a shit ton of damage. And when you were explaining that about like, oh yeah, I have the thorns and they got to run into the thorns, it's like, yeah, this is going to turn into the meat grinder situation, isn't it? And it did, and I just went full tilt into it and had a great time. So
I mean,
yeah.
most of the credit goes to Talia. Like, I killed 2 of them with it, but she got
But
the
the
other 2
grog.
in there.
The
Grog.
the grog will live on.
Operation Grog, though.
Operation Grog.
Mhm.
All right, well, I'm going to turn the recording off now.